Hello, and welcome to this week's Help on the Way podcast, where we are featuring April 21st, 1972, from the Beat Club in Bremen, West Germany. I am your co-host, The Game, here with my fellow co-hosts, Knob and Fig. Let's give them an old game that's back from paternity leave. Hello, friends.
Woo!
Welcome back
buddy.
from paternity leave.
Thank you. I was supposed to return last weekend, but one baby game put the brakes on that for Batman.
Yeah, baby game.
Um,
Let's get him on the mic.
he is.
Yeah, what does he think about this Europe 72 show?
He was into it.
Yeah.
He is 6 weeks.
Aw.
6
Wow.
weeks old.
Wow.
Yeah, 6 weeks.
Feels like just 1 week ago he was 5 weeks old.
It really does.
That makes you bolder. Children get older.
Knob, have you had kids? That was freshin'.
No, thank you.
That's what they said.
I wrote a musical about Charles Schultz, and there was a song in there about him like being a dad. And after the show, these dads kept coming up to me, and they weren't crying, but they had recently cried, and they all kept being like, "You touched on something with the dad song." So I've always felt that I have some sort of special instinct on fatherhood for a childless 25-year-old.
Well, you
I've
learned
listened to
from the
Cats in the
best.
Cradle 3 different times.
Yeah,
Thank you.
at that point, you know everything about fatherhood.
Exactly.
If you don't pay attention to them, at some point you're gonna need them, and then they're gonna
Exactly.
be the same way as you did.
That's one song I actually haven't sang yet to Baby Jameson. So
They're gonna be
You don't
stuck on
want
the
to.
moon.
I
What a
sing all kinds of stuff.
holistic song.
The what's the Ozempic commercial? Ozempic. Oh yeah.
It's O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Well, so I changed that to Ozempic, and I changed that then to Jameson.
You loved it?
Jameson, baby boy. Woo! So
Wow.
anyway,
How much
all
sleep
is
have you had? Like
so,
recently?
Say that again.
How much sleep have you had?
It's definitely not as much as I would like to have. Today's not a terrible day. When we first came home with him, we were like, "Oh my god, they let us leave the hospital with a baby." like what? And then it was the first night, and it was like 2:30 in the morning, and we were just eating chocolate cake in bed, just like watching the baby
Like
sleep.
John Lennon and Yoko Ono?
Just making sure the baby's okay, right? And now it's like we seem to take shifts, and every couple of hours, yada yada yada. So everything's going great. I'm not ready to go back to work yet, but that is a different conversation for another day. So enough about new fatherhood, me, and it's good to be back. Hopefully,
Yeah, welcome back.
hopefully I don't miss too many more episodes, though I'm sure I'll miss at least a few more here
Yeah, we
or
all do.
there sporadically as baby Jameson grows up and continues. He's
thought it was-
already. Oh no, it's not Midland. It's baby Jameson.
I thought it was Midland. What happened? I thought we
What?
convinced you. I was very convincing.
We didn't get to name your baby,
Sadly not.
and I thought we
Sadly
were
not.
podcast co-hosts.
Does your wife know who we are?
She does. She does. She actually, a little peek behind the curtain. I said to my wife today, I said, "Hey," I said, "Fig, it's at his parents' house." And she's like, "Ooh, you can go over there and do your thing." So anyway.
She's just trying to get you out of the house. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's hard to get out of your house. The baby really kind of, it's like a vortex of babydom.
Yeah, we like I went to the grocery store and to get us bagels today.
Oh,
and it was like, oh, a little bit of freedom. and not like,
Maybe I'll
not
linger in the people aisle a little longer.
yeah, not that we, wanted or needed it, but it was like, not so bad. But anyway, moving on, and of course, before we dive on into our baby set of 42172, we will of course start with our Channel 6 news segment. And not much this week. Actually,
Week.
only two anniversaries. We have one, Donna's birthday. That is the anniversary of her birth. on that was August 22nd. And then
Happy
the
birthday,
date,
Donna.
yes, happy birthday, Donna.
HBD.
And then look at you using internet slang in your voice. And then using nothing, meaning Grateful Dead's Veneta. Veneta Day is today, as we're recording this, August 27th. So not a big news week, but still a fairly big week in Grateful Dead lore. So
Yeah.
Indeed.
It's a big day in the Grateful Dead liturgical calendar.
Wait, so Veneta was on Donna's birthday. If I just
No,
put
No.
that together. No.
no. Donna's birthday is the 22nd. Venita's the 27th.
Donna's birthday happened. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. It's
Very
just,
slow.
It's a slow week. Everybody's birthday gets mentioned on a slow week.
My
It was
birthday was in
Peel's
April.
half birthday yesterday.
Everybody out there who has an approximate birthday to this show, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Now, Veneta is Pole Man, right?
Yes, that is
Yeah.
Naked Pole
That's
Guy.
that naked pole guy. What's the lore on him? Is there lore on him, or is he just unknown naked pole man?
Yeah,
People
they
just
found him. They talk about this on. They found him on the good old Grateful Dead cast. He died like 10 years ago.
Did they
He
really
was
find him?
Yeah, well, they found him, but they couldn't talk to him because he
Right.
died 10 years ago. But it turned out that he moved to Florida and I believe became a real estate guy was the deal. He got like some sort of like more corporate job, and he found he didn't like being associated with the Grateful Dead and all of that. He definitely he got off the bus, so to speak.
Really?
Huh.
Nah.
I mean, it's probably not a good bullet point for your resume there. If I had to take that off, was the naked
Yeah,
pole guy.
I think if I were Naked Pole Guy, I wouldn't do everything about my life differently, but I'd start thinking about stuff,
I mean, right place, right time, right?
Sure. No, I mean he's a legend in a legendary show. Dark Star
Absolutely.
was good enough to justify being Naked Pole Guy.
I feel like if I was naked pole man, I would have a hard time denouncing the Grateful Dead if I was naked pole man.
Yeah.
You're naked pole man.
Thank you for typing that out. No.
Right.
We're
That bums me out.
dissecting the mind of the naked pole man. He was just on a lot of drugs, y'all.
I would have rather them not find the naked pole man, just to be like, he's still just fucking wooking it up. You know what I mean? He was.
I heard that he's 100 years old, he's 9 feet tall, and he roams the Pine Barrens of Pennsylvania.
Yeah. He is like the origins of the Wook flu.
Yeah.
And instead, he got into fucking day trading and denounced the band.
Like imagine the Jersey Devil starts working at the bank.
Yeah. What a piece of trash. Changed my whole thoughts on Nick Paul, man. Fuck you and fuck your mutual funds.
All right.
We gotta probably edit some of those out.
I disagree.
Drop it, bombs.
Keeping them in there. Or we'll just beep it out. Anyway. Yeah, hey, happy birthday, Donna, and happy Veneta Day. Moving on. To no more Channel 6 news. I guess we can now move on to the main event. And
Woo.
this was a little bit of a weird experience for me because when I first started listening to this show, I did not realize it was. Now, was this a TV broadcast or was this them just preparing for a TV broadcast?
It was filmed to be edited down and broadcast on television.
Okay.
It was never going to
Okay.
be a live concert shown on TV. I think they would have just kept going when they messed up songs and such. The plan was always to record a bunch of stuff, and then the TV show was going to air the best parts.
So once again, the main event for this week is a part of Europe 72, and it is April 21st, 1972, the Beat Club in Bremen, West Germany. The set that we heard was Bertha playing in the band, Mr. Charlie, Sugaree, Truckin, Other One, and One More Saturday Night. However, they did perform multiple takes of some of these songs, so we definitely didn't hear them, I don't think, in that exact order.
No.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass this off to Knob first for his thoughts on this interesting set.
Yeah. So, this is a show I've heard a few times. I did a Europe 72 listen along a few years back, and also just this is a show that we have video for. And this got
Oh,
streamed.
I didn't know that. Is it on YouTube?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They streamed it during the COVID streams. Um
Oh,
yeah, so I've watched this, I've listened to this. I am familiar with this show, but I haven't listened to it in a few years, so it was nice to kind of get to revisit. Um the Bertha is an interesting opener. I will say that the yelling at the top, the ladies and gentlemen, the Grateful Dead. I like that. That was a hype little opener. You could put that on
very
an album and it would sound nice.
Tony the Tiger esque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pleasant, groovy Bertha to start things off. Jerry's voice is a little shaky. The band is a little sloppy on, especially when we get to the Jerry solo. They start the transition into the chorus sooner than Jerry wants, and it takes him a little bit to recover. The vocals at the end are a little weird, and Jerry plays a little solo to try to recover. It's not a bad Bertha, but it's a sloppy Bertha to open. Playing in the band is actually a tight start once they get it going, with Jerry and Phil especially lively. This one is all about Jerry and Phil. I find that with this playing in the band. I also find it with this show. Um, Phil is being really just all over the place, which is nice, and that gives Jerry space to get very primal and gritty. And I think that Bob and the drummers are really complimenting, and the drummer, sorry, not drummers, just one, just Bill tonight. Bob and Bill are really complimenting each other on this playing in the band. When the Donna yell comes in, it's a different note than usual. Normally she starts on the tonic D and then jumps around to some different notes based on the riff, but here she starts higher. I think she starts on the F sharp of the chord, which is not that interesting, but I've never heard one like that, so I felt it worth noting. Mr. Charlie is moving and grooving just right. Pig sounds great. Ripping little Jerry solo. Phil is killing it. It doesn't do anything new here, but it's just good. It's awesome. Sugaree has a fine groove, and then someone plays the wrong chords, and Jerry stops them, and then it has a fine groove again, but they're playing the right chords. The organ adds a nice little texture.
I did not hear the wrong chord there.
I absolutely didn't hear. I could not tell you who was playing the wrong chords or exactly where, but it clearly bugs Jerry.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. It's a fine Sugaree. Jerry doesn't really do many crazy solos, so his one in it really stands out. It's fine. We get to I like that Bob introduces One More Saturday Night with "This is a rock and roll song. You'll recognize it by the beat," and then plays a song that the people of Germany would have never heard before in their lives.
Right.
But it's a rip-roaring little One More Saturday Night. It's generally working, but loses me with the Bob screams. Across the board, Bob gets a little screamy tonight in a way that's a little grating on the ear. Find that to be the case in both Truckin and the other one later on. We then get to another take on Playin in the band. In previous listens, I felt very strongly that the first Playin in the band was really good and there was no need for the second Playin in the band. And I still think the first Playin in the band is really good, but on this listen, I don't think there's as big a gap between the two as I used to think. The first one is rawer, it's weirder, it's grittier, it does stuff that is more unique, and that's why I will like it more. But I do agree with the concept of playing it a second time. The second go is much tighter, and that's fine. It works. I like what Jerry brings to the jam. Overall, this is a more listenable Playin in the band, but I like the first one better. Also, interestingly, there's not that many Jerry songs tonight. You just get the Bertha opener and the Sugaree, and then after that you get the One More Saturday Night, Playin in the band, Beat It On Down the Line, Truckin, the other one. Like, it's all Bobby, which is very interesting.
Cool.
Beat It On Down the Line is fine. I guess it gets points for being a completed take of a song that they don't have to stop.
Did they do the beats, or did they do
did
the
the
beats?
I think it was 7 beats.
Oh, okay.
We then get to Truckin, which I thought was a fine start to Truckin, but clearly the band feels differently because they like actively sabotage it by hitting some dissonant little chords. But then they style it out a little, which is at least cool. And then they get to the new Truckin. It has a really good energy because they're dedicated to playing it right. They don't want to have to stop and start over again, so they are bringing their all to this Truckin. I like that some of the snark and annoyance really comes out in the "I'd like to get to sleep before I travel, but if you got a warrant, I guess you gotta come in" verse, and that's from both Bob vocally and the band underscoring him. Really, my only gripes here, once again, are the squeals that Bob is doing. The jam finds a really nice peak with Jerry playing some repeated riffs and letting the rest of the band play off him. And Phil and Bill use this as a chance to really blur the lines into the other one. After a short and sweet little drums, we get a nice other one intro jam where Jerry and Phil are once again soaring. I like that we get both the explosion and the kind of settling down. We then get that first verse, and then we get into a more groovy, more of a Dark Star feeling jam, and then that totally dissolves. I really enjoy partway through, the groove comes back in with Bill and Phil, and they go for more of a jazzy feel, which I really like. Bill might be the MVP of this, the other one. And then that jam transitions well back into the song, and then I respect that they choose to go out on this quiet, like feedback-based jam. It's a really pretty ending to this show. I think most songs tonight are like good to fine to good, but they don't really do anything that interesting or unique. If there is a song that does something special tonight, it is the other one. Those are my thoughts on the show. What did you think, Fig?
Yeah, fair thoughts. 1 second.
Thanks. Take your time.
Yeah, I like this show. It was kind of a breath of fresh air, I think, for our show, because it wasn't a, gigantic 72 show. It wasn't like your standard, 80s or 90s show. It was a appetizer of a show. It was a nice little like pre-meal of a show. And the sound quality was exquisite, as you would imagine from a Europe 72 show, and I liked that it was. I like that they had takes. I thought that was interesting as well, that we could hear them kind of try, and then if it breaks down, try again, rather than just completely rely on their exceptional improv skills. So I thought it made for some interesting listening. We get into Bertha. I did like the Ladies and Gentlemen, the Grateful Dead by Bobby there. I wonder if there's like a close up of his like face, doing a Grateful Dead kind of thing. Like to see that. Yeah, I thought this was a nice kind of singles version. There's a couple different like singles, is what I would say, of these songs. Like Mr. Charlie was a single, One More Saturday Night was a single, Beat On Down the Line was a single version. These are just well played songs. They don't do that much. It's just very nice. Sounds good. Sounds like something you could hear on FM radio in West Germany. In East Germany, don't listen to it, or else you might not be around tomorrow. We get into Playing in the Band Part One, well, not Part One, but the first take of that. And it was interesting. Bobby invites Donna, I guess, up to the stage, saying, "Donna, do you want to sing on this one?" And I'm just wondering why. Like, why wasn't it just, at that point, they had gone through most of Europe '72. Why isn't Donna just part of
Oh,
the
we're
band?
only
Why is he?
we're only 2 weeks into Europe '72. This is
I thought we
early
were.
days.
Oh, okay. But still, I mean, how she was
Well,
singing with the band for quite some time at that point.
not really. Only about 6 months or so, and really only on Playing in the Band and One More Saturday Night. It wasn't
Oh,
really until after Europe '72 that Donna's presence in the band starts to be really felt. And she does usually, you can see it even in the video of this show, when she's not singing the songs, when it's not Playing in the Band or One More Saturday Night, she's not on stage.
that's very interesting. I didn't know that. I thought
Yeah.
it would just be the standard, 1970s lineup where she's kind of vibing on stage and
Yeah, you
doing
don't
her
really
piece.
get that until till after Europe when they start having more
Oh,
songs that incorporate her.
cool. Well, I thought
Yeah.
they incorporated her very nicely in this first take of Playing in the Band Part One. Really
Yeah.
excellent harmonies throughout. The jam had a nice swell to it. I was wondering if they're kind of playing their cards close to their chest. It didn't seem like they were trying to go too far out there. Yeah, just because there were cameras on them, and maybe they were trying to make an impression with the German audience. I'm not sure. Oh, and then after Playing in the Band Part One, Bobby says that was Donna, and she is helping. She helped us out. Mr. Charlie, I wrote this a very slinky version. I like that version of Mr. Charlie. Sugaree. So it's always funny to hear Jerry play the role of band leader, because his take, and this might just be his mythology, is that he never wanted to be band leader, but he was so obviously the band leader, and you could hear that on this take of Sugaree, where I didn't hear anybody playing the wrong chord changes there, but Jerry, cuts the take and says, "Hold it, hold it! Somebody played the wrong chord changes in there." And then what does he do? Things start back up, and he promptly sings the wrong lyrics. He sings, "When they come to drag you down, not take you down."
Mm.
No one's stopping him at that point. So here, this is when my ear for Phil kind of picks up, and we get some really excellent Phil playing, and really throughout, I really was liking what Phil was doing. It's interesting that last week, I didn't say I didn't like it, but it wasn't, the Phil playing wasn't my, uh, what I prefer, I guess, from Phil, and this was what I prefer from Phil. This was really excellent pocket playing, and with some really nice embellishments at times. I really liked his tone. It was very clear, very loud, very high in the mix. Really doing some excellent Phil stuff. So we get into One More Saturday Night. I wrote, "Damn it if this is not the tightest intro with the single drummer and the two guitarists doing the riff, and I guess Phil kind of doing slides and stuff."
Yeah.
That was actually a highlight for me, was the One More Saturday Night intro there. Playing in the Band, the second one, uh, Bobby for some reason starts talking about treason. He says some folks trust the treason. If you want to listen to the second Playing in the Band, listen to it just for Pig on the Guiro.
Yeah.
Really interesting additions that he was doing, and really excellent stuff. I loved what Pig was doing on percussion there, and excellent interplay between Phil and Bobby. Beat on down the line again. This was the singles version. Afterwards, so the band was just kind of goofing around, and the band played the Mickey Mouse Club theme, and then I think they started playing the Teddy Bears Picnic song as well.
Nice.
We get into Truckin. This was another one with which had a false start, and then and then the band breaks down, and Keith plays this melody which that I know from kind of like cartoons growing up, like Merry Melodies or one of the old school Hanna-Barbera things or whatever. And then weirdly enough, I was listening to classical music radio station like at work today, and the same melody came up, and it's actually Mendelssohn. Mendelssohn, yeah, Felix Mendelssohn, the composer. He wrote like a 2-hour piece called "Songs Without Words," and one of the songs, one of like the movements was that piece, and it was just blew my mind because it was like literally, it was like I know the song, and then later in the day, the cool radio station I was listening to answered that question for me. Might want to go play the lottery. And then finally, the other one, yeah, this was their kind of like long set piece jam. Listen to this one at the end. We get shades of Cosmic Charlie and shades of New Potato Caboose. I don't know if you guys heard that as well, but it sounded pretty cool. And that was how they ended April 21st, 72. Game, your thoughts? Changing the baby's nappies, listening to some Europe 72.
All right. Let's see here. I don't have particular thoughts on like the versions that I listened to because it confused me. I remember posting or I remember feeding, and I believe it was maybe it was playing in the band that confused me. I was like, wait a minute, they're playing this again. What? And that's what I posted, like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
But for the most part, it was just excellent, in my opinion. You have a hard time finding anything bad with Europe 72, and this is just right along with it, just good. Bertha, good. Both versions of playing in the band, good. Always loved me and Mr. Charlie. Sugaree was fun. Truckin' good. Other one good. One more Saturday night good. I was more prepared today for a traditional long form show and not the hour and 20-minute different takes and etc. of this. But this one was fun. What I also particularly liked was hearing Bobby, like tell Donna to come up here and Jerry be the band leader and stuff like that. You don't get to hear that frequently ever, and that was
Well,
fun.
it happens like behind the scenes,
Right.
or like it's yeah.
Not actually, on mic for us to hear. So no, definitely this is something if you have not listened to it, you should definitely owe it to yourself to check it out because it is a fun recording.
Yeah. And it is on the streaming platforms of
Yes.
the Europe 72 box set. And it might be one that people might overlook because it's different. It's not a full show. It's, the Bremen Beat Club. Like, what's going on?
All right, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and start our bookkeeping. We do not have a Scarlet Fire to rate this week. Book of the Dead. I think I know the answer to this, but does this show make anyone's Book of the Dead?
I'm gonna say no. It was an interesting show. It was a nice little, entree, like I said, appetizer, like I said. But I liked it, but not my Book of the Dead.
No, but Book of the Dead.
It's fine, but it's not one of the stronger Europe 72 offerings.
And it is a no from me as well. We have no set to vote for this week, so that's super easy. Do we have an MVP for this little whatever the hell we're calling this?
I'm gonna go with Phil. I liked what Phil was doing. I was picking up what he was putting down.
Knob, who would be your MVP? Your Beat Club MVP. Beat Club. This is a good place for the next segment.
I actually also have to give it to Phil here.
Ooh.
I think this was a Phil and a Jerry show to me, but the lack of Jerry's songs makes me want to give it to Phil a little bit more. Jerry also, again, has a great night. Game, give it to
I
Jerry for me.
I will give my MVP to one Jerome
Thank
Garcia.
you. Not because
Um,
I told you to.
he deserves it. He had a good night. Um, it wasn't his fault that they didn't have any of his songs, or not too many of his songs rather, on the set list. Yeah, Jerry
So,
is my
so,
MVP.
so who gets the belt?
I fucking forget everything we're doing with the belt.
I forgot.
I've never really understood the rules of the belt.
Keep the belt. The rest until we understand our own weirdness.
I'm
I,
I'm
I'm
okay with that. I can retire the
yes.
belt for now.
Bobby will retire the
Wow.
reigning and defending heavyweight, bantamweight, cruiserweight champion of the world, and we will figure out a different way to do this. I don't know how, but we will figure out some
We'll figure it out.
some other different way. Do we have any Reddit comments? None. Easy peasy.
None. It was not sticky up there for that long. There was some Reddit drama, and I had
Oh.
to get taken down. So it would be nice to hear what people thought.
Next week we have a Knobs Dad show, which is June 15th, 95. Ooh, almost at the end.
Yeah.
Highgate, Vermont.
Yeah,
Um,
really. Was
oh,
this
we
your
got
dad's
that.
last Jerry show then?
No, he did Giant Stadium later that week. I think this is his third to last Jerry show.
We get, let's see here. Anything stand out as just truly terrible? What the hell is
Seth is
Rolling and
wise.
Tumbling?
There's the
That's an
drums in space.
old Rollin' and Tumblin's like an old blues tune that they do. They've covered that over the years on and off. And that would be something as a Paul McCartney solo song?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that would be something by Paul McCartney. It's off of McCartney, the first solo album.
Huh.
Strange.
Yeah, I know a version of it's on one of the Dick's picks.
I think I should know that.
I'm just glad that I got to teach you a thing about Paul McCartney. I feel like that has never happened in the 2.5 years we've been doing this show. George, maybe, but Paul, never.
I'll have to come up with some Paul stuff.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and do our bookkeeping here so I can go back upstairs and clock back in on my dad shift. As always, please go ahead and smash that subscribe button, and please like and share with any and all of your Grateful Dead loving friends and family. Of course, you may find us at wherever podcasts are downloaded, now including Spotify. If you do like to get your podcast the old-fashioned way, you may do so at helponthewaypod.podbean.com. If you would like to email us, please do so at helponthewaypod@gmail.com. If you'd like to communicate with us on Reddit, you can do so at reddit.com/r/Grateful Dead. And of course, we are on YouTube at youtube.com/@helponthewaypod. Any final words for my friends, Knob or Fig?
Welcome back, game. Woo!
Yeah, I got nothing. Happy 6-week birthday to baby Game.
I will make sure to share those thoughts with him when I see him in 38 seconds.
Thank
So
you.
please stick around for the complete show of 4/21/1972. And thank you once again for listening to the Help on the Way podcast.
Is that thing donkey ears to you too, man? Yeah. That's 220 cycles a second, and it sure likes that. That's actually it's closer to 200. Closer to 200. Hear that? Still likes that. Take out two more. Don't take too many out, man. That's my range. Yeah. Don't try and make it perfect, man. Don't try and cut all the ringing out of it. Just turn it down a little bit overall.
Okay. Well, actually,
Turn
it's
mine
okay.
down
Let's
for
just
sure.
play. Let's
Otherwise,
just play.
it'll get really weird.
Let's just play.
Wait a minute. We gotta fix the organ, man.
We don't gotta fix it.
And can you turn up my my microphone? Hello? Hello? Okay. If anybody back there ever feels like boogieing, now is the time. Oh, yes. Oh, what do you know? Where's that guy coming from? Hey, Keith's gonna burn the piano, and it's a real nice piano.
That's just what he does,
tune?
man. There ain't nothing gonna be helped. Turn up the monitors just a little. Just a little more. They're not ringing at all. Not at all.
Are we now? It's okay. The organ's working now, right? Okay. Okay. We're rolling.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Grateful Dead.
I had a hard run, running from the window. I saw all night running. I wonder if you care. I had a run around and a run down. Run around the corner. I run smack into a tree. I had to move, really had to move. That's why, if you please, I'm on my bended knees. Bertha, don't you come around here anymore. That's myself and greed. Jump back under the sea. Try to see what's going down. Not to read between anymore. Into a bus, duck back into a bar door. It's all night pouring, not a job for me. Go down, till I go down. I had to move, really had to move. That's why every piece I'm on my bended knees. Bertha, don't you come around here anymore. Don't you come around here anymore. I had to move, really had to move. That's why please, I'm on my bended knees. Bertha, don't you come around here anymore. Bended knees. Bertha, don't you come around here anymore. 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 Anymore.
Need some help with this rug. Donna, you want to sing on this one? It's 10. Where you're...
lonesome. Look for flies. Some folks up in treetops, looking for their kites. But I can tell you future. Well, just look what's in your hand. But I can't stop nothing. I'm just laying in the band. Laying in the band. Daybreak on the land. shotgun, and I go walking out. Chuba, 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 woolly, bully, 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 looking high, looking low, gonna scare you up and shoot ya. Mr. Charlie told me so. I won't even take your life, won't even take a limb. Just unload my shotgun, take a little skin. Chuba, 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 woolly, bully, 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 looking high, looking low, gonna scare you up and shoot you. Mr. Charlie told me so. Gonna scare you up and shoot you. Mr. Charlie told me, Mr. Charlie told me so.
Turn up Keith's drum monitor, I hear. Turn up Keith's drum monitor, I hear.
The fact is, turn it up more than the hair.
Just one thing for me.
Hold it. Somebody played the wrong changes in there. One more time.
When they come to drag you down, when they bring that wagon around, when they come to call you, drag your poor body down. Just one thing I ask of you. Just one thing for me. Please forget you knew my name, my darling, Sugaree. Shake it, Sugaree. Just don't tell them that you know me. Shake it, Sugaree. Just don't tell them that you know me.
one. It's a rock and roll song. You'll recognize it by the beat.
Went down to the mountain, I was drinking some wine. Looked up in the heaven, Lord, I saw a mighty sign. Written by across the heaven, plain in black and white. Get prepared, there's gonna be a party tonight. Hey, Saturday night. Yeah. One more Saturday night. Oh, Saturday night. Yeah, everybody's dancing down the local armory with a basement full of dynamite and artillery. Yeah, the chickies rising, everybody getting high. Till the rocket stroke of midnight, places gonna fly. Hey, Saturday night. Yeah. One more Saturday night. Oh, Saturday night. Woo. Turn on channel 6, the president comes on the news. Says I get no satisfaction. Why I sing the blues? Why say don't get crazy, Lord, you know just what to do. Crank up that old Victrola, put on your rocking shoes. Oh, Saturday night. Yeah. One more Saturday night. Oh, Saturday night. Them God way up in heaven for whatever it was worth. Thought he'd have a big old party, thought he'd call it planet Earth. Don't worry about tomorrow, Lord, you know it when it comes. Play the rock and roll music, the rock and Johnny sun. Oh, Saturday night. Yeah. One more Saturday night. Oh, Saturday night. Even now.
get a decent one.
Trust a treason. This is the 600,000 watt clear channel voice of treason. And we can start. Some folks trust treason. Well, it's just a mind. I don't trust nothing, but I know. Let's do it again. Okay. Just one more time.
Like this, it'll start to reflect like that.
Let's
Step back, your voice does. Some folks trust a reason, others trust a mind. I don't trust nothing, but I know it come out right. Say it once again now, but I hope you understand. When it's done and over, the man is just a man. Playing in the band. They pray on the land. Some folks look for answers, others look for fights. Some folks up in treetop, just looking for the prize. But I can tell your future, look what's in your hand. But I can't stop nothing, I'm just playing in the band. Playing in the band. They pray down the land.
What? 6 minutes tape? Let's do one short one. Let us do one short one. And here we go.
Well, this job I got is a little too hot. Running out of money, Lord, I need more pay. Gonna wake up in the morning alone. I'm gonna pack my bag. Gonna beat it all down the line. I'm going down the line. 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 Yeah, well now, beat it all down the line. Yes, I'll be waiting at the station, Lord, when that train goes on by. I'm going back, baby.
together, more or less in line. Just keep trucking.
Girls of the under pressure, my keys out on Main Street. Chicago, New York, Detroit, and it's on the same street. Your typical city involved in a typical daydream. Hang it up and see what tomorrow brings.
Dallas, got a submachine. Houston, close to New Orleans. New York, got the ways and means. Just won't let you be.
Most of the cats you meet on the street think of true love. Most of the time they're sitting and crying at home. One of these days, they better be gone. Out of the door and down on the street all alone.
Trucking like a $2 man. Once told me you got to play your hand. Sometimes cars ain't worth the time if you don't lay 'em down. Sometimes the lights are shining on me. Other times I can barely see. Lately it occurs to me what a long, strange trip it's been.
What in the world ever became a sweet Jane? She lost her sparkle, you know she isn't the same. Living on reds and vitamin C and cocaine. All her friends can say is, ain't it a shame?
Trucking up to Buffalo, been thinking, got to mellow slow. Takes time to pick a place to go. Just keep trucking.
Sitting and staring out of the hotel window. Wondering if they're gonna kick the door in again. I like to get some sleep before I travel, but if you got a warrant, I guess you're gonna come in.
Busted down on Bourbon Street, set up like a bowling pin. Knocked down, gets to wearing thin, just won't let you be. Oh no.
You're sick of hanging around and you like to travel. Get tired of traveling, you wanna settle down. I guess they can't revoke yourself for trying. Get out of the door and let out and look all around.
Sometimes the lights all shining on me. Other times I can barely see. Lately it occurs to me what a long, strange trip it's been. Trucking, I'm going home. Whoa, whoa, baby, back where I belong. Back home, is down to catch my bones. So get back trucking, oh, oh, oh.
Hey, now get back trucking on. Hey, now get back trucking on. Hey, now get back trucking on. Wow, get back trucking on. Wow, get back trucking on. Get back trucking on. tossing into space. It trembled and exploded at the bus stop in this place. The bus come by and I got on, that's when it all began. There was